Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Sony Ma'am's class. Today we are going to understand chapter number 2 of the supplementary book The Tiger King. So, to begin with, let's start with the introduction of the story. The story revolves around a king whose death at the hands of a tiger had been foretold by astrologers when he was born. He tries to reverse the fate spelled out for him, and the author uses thinly veiled satire to walk the reader through the king's attempts, which later prove futile, in a manner that makes the readers laugh. Now, the main characters of the story are the king of Pratibandpuram, chief astrologer, Diwan, subordinate of the king, British officer, and doctors. Now, this story is a satire on the conceit of the powerful people. So, let's see how the story begins. Now, the story begins with the hero of the story. Who the hero of the story is? The Tiger King. Maharaja of Pratibandpuram, his sobriquets, His Highness Jamidar General Khileder Major Satyagra Samrat, Maharaja Dhiraj, Vishwabhuvan Samrat, Sir Jilani Jang Bahadur, MAD, ACTC, CRCK. This name shortened to the Tiger King. Now it means these are the different addressal words by which the king was addressed in his kingdom. Now the writer says the story is related to the king and it revolves around him only. So the title has been given Tiger King because this king gets the title as he killed 100 tigers just to prove the astrologer's prediction wrong. Now let's see what begins further. When he was born and he was merely of 10 days, the parents of king called the astrologer to know the fate of the child. Now, astrologer's prediction about newly born prince. Now, newly born prince, as you know, infant, as parents, they want to know about their child's fate, so they called him. You can see the infant baby born, and here the Tiger King, when he was of 10 days only, his parents, they called the astrologer to know the fate of this child so that they may predict what is the future of this child. Now let's see what is the astrologer's prediction. They said that the child will grow to become warrior of warriors, hero of heroes, champion of champions, but will have to meet his death. And they told that the death will come from tiger. So astrologer predicting after counting the stars of the child. Now then, after that, a miracle took place when he was of only 10 days. Now what miracle took place? The young crown prince of 10 days old spoke in a squeaky voice. When these astrologers, they foretold that he will be, although no doubt very brave, but he has to die. Suddenly that child spoke in a squeaky voice. An astonishing phrase emerged from his lips. That 10-day-old child spoke, "O wise prophets, all those who have born one day have to die." Listening to this, everyone stood transfixed in stupefaction, and they could not believe who is speaking. How can a 10-day-old child speak? He was not only speaking, rather, he was raising an intelligent question. Now then, the parents of this child, they asked the astrologers to continue and tell further. Then they said, The death will come from tiger. And as the child heard the name of tiger, his body quaked, his body shook, and he said, "Let tigers beware." So here writer is trying to tell us that king, when he was of 10 days only, that time only he showed the symptom of that he will be very brave and powerful. This incident became a miracle and a rumor rife in Pratibandpuram. After that, the child became normal. Then now next part of the story, the royal infant's upbringing and coronation. Now coronation means how he handled his administration. So the royal prince, brought up like all other princes, drank milk of an English cow, taught by an English tutor, cared by an English nanny, watched English films. Many a time there is a question in the board how the prince child was brought up. Now then, he was crowned at the age of 20 and became Maharaja. The rumors of astrologers' prediction reached Maharaja's ear. Now when he was of 20 years, before that he did not remember what miracle took place, but because it had spread the rumor in Pratibandpuram, so that rumor reached to the ears of Maharaja. After remembering what happened, he knew old saying. Now, remembering with the prediction of astrologer, Maharaja remembered that his death will be due to tiger, so it is better to kill all the tigers. But before killing an innocent animal, he consoled his conscience, and for this writer is saying, he knew old saying, "You may kill even a cow in self-defense. Certainly no objection to kill tigers in self-defense." He took the plea of this saying, and he thought that when we can kill even a cow for self-defense, it is not considered sin. So if I start killing tigers, what is the problem in that? And he started for tiger hunt. Now, then Maharaja's tiger hunt started, and astrologer's challenge is shown in the story. The king was overjoyed to kill first tiger, and then he sent for state astrologer, and he told him that, "Now what do you say? I have killed this tiger without any problem." The astrologer said, "You may kill 99 tigers in exactly the same manner." And then he advised not to kill the 100th tiger, because that will be the only reason of your death. Then king took the challenge, and he counter question to him that what if I kill that 100 tiger also? Then what will you say? Now the challenge of astrologer. Astrologer says, "I would tear up all my books on astrology and set fire to them. I will cut off my tuft and crop my hair short and would become an insurance agent." So when he killed the first tiger and he brought the carcass, he called the astrologer to show them that whatever you have predicted is wrong. Then astrologer challenges him that my astrology can never be wrong. If it happens, then I will burn all my books, and I'll cut my tuft, and I'll change my profession. Instead of astrology, I'll become an insurance agent. Further the story continues. Maharaja's vow and proclamation issued. Now what happened? He took the vow to attend all other matters only after killing the 100th tiger. Then king's order was proclaimed to ban tiger hunting in the state. Anyone, if found even flinging a stone towards tiger, his wealth and property will be confiscated. Whoever so will not obey the order. From that day, it was celebration time for all the tigers inhabiting Pratibandpuram. Now, why it was celebration time for tigers? Because of the order of the king. No one will even try to kill tiger or throw stone towards tiger. So now tiger can enjoy freely, move freely till their turn is not there with the king to be killed. So it is a satire, a sort of humor created in the chapter by the writer. Now after that, let's move to the next further part of the story. While hunting tigers, it's not that king did not face any danger. King faced the dangers also. Now what was the danger? There are two dangers described here. The first danger, the writer says, many a times whenever he used to go for tiger hunting, his bullet used to miss its mark. Okay, and when it happens, the tiger becomes very furious. Tiger used to leap upon him and he has to fight with the tiger bare hand without any weapon. Fought with the beast with bare arms. Every time or each time, king used to win. It means, in simple way, the king was so brave that he was able to kill tiger without any weapon, bare hand, and it was he each time that he used to be a winner and the tiger was killed by him. The second danger, the writer talks about losing of the throne. That from that part we'll continue in next video. Till then, goodbye and take care.